Russia finally rules out using nuclear weapons over Ukraine war.
Here's a summary of the article.
Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov has said Russia is not considering turning to nuclear weapons in the war in Ukraine, and reiterated Moscow's stance that the use of such capabilities would only follow a threat for existence. Russia has around 6,000 nuclear warheads, and Medvedev said Russia's nuclear doctrine did not require an adversary to use such weapons first. Medvedev's words follow a nuclear warning by President Vladimir Putin that his nuclear forces had been put on high alert following the invasion he ordered on the 24th of February. Peskov said, "We have no doubt Russia would achieve all the objectives of our special military operation in Ukraine," referring to the official Russian description of the war. But any outcome of the operation, of course, is not a reason for usage of a nuclear weapon. Peskov said Putin's comments about Russia's nuclear capabilities was a warning different states not to interfere in the affairs between Ukraine and Russia. When interviewer Ryan Chilcote said Putin's comments suggested Russia would turn to nuclear weapons if a third party got involved, Peskov replied, "No, I don't think so," but he was quite bold in saying that, "Do not interfere." When Chilcote called on Peskov to rule out nuclear weapon use given that if the war in Ukraine would ever threaten the existence of Russia, the Kremlin spokesman said, "No one is thinking about using, even about the idea of using a nuclear weapon."
This post received a score of 68,000, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Next week, these sanctions are a threat to Russian existence. We will not rule out using nuclear weapons.
Didn't they say that a couple of days ago?
Putin called the sanctions a declaration of total war. Lavrov, not Putin, said this, I'm being told.
To be clear, before this he declared the sanctions as good stuff, because he didn't need the West anyway. It would appear the sanctions hit hard enough for him to change his mind.
This coming from the guys whose daughter has spent all her time in the West to the point where she doesn't even speak Russian anymore.
Lavrov's daughter lives in an expensive property in Manhattan, NY. I heard conversations that she and her husband have not been coming out of their apartment. They re-petrified that they'll get sanctioned and will be forced to leave to Russia. None of the children of Russian elites want to return home even if they'll be the richest, spoiled untouchables in Moscow. That alone says a lot about life in Putinistan.
Any bets on how many days until they threaten with nukes again? I give it 5 days.
12 hours after they replace whoever said that they wouldn't use nukes?
You mean 12 hours after they poison whoever said that they wouldn't use nukes?
Come on, that random heart attack is absolutely unrelated.
Defenestration is a common side effect of heart attacks, by the way.
I've heard bullets can grow on your lungs, head, and heart after a heart attack. Quite scary stuff.
Oh please. A month ago they said, it's a training exercise.
So they're launching nukes in a week.
No. Special nuclear operation.
Nah, they'll nuke Ukraine then say it was because of terrorist attacks on Chernobyl.
Don't give them ideas.
They already promoted that idea.
Don't give them that idea again.
The idea is now a general in the Russian army and is siphoning off funds for its own mega yacht.
And then giving it to me, his cousin that wants to go bowling.
Careful you don't get Munson.
Just like they ruled out invading them? Yeah, okay. Putin is full of shit.
There were no plans to invade Ukraine. Invades Ukraine days later. We will not use nuclear weapons. There were no plans to use nuclear weapons.
There are no plans to invade Ukraine. Looks at the shit show the invasion was. Yeah, they really had no plans at all.
I am grateful that this special military operation tickles my funny bone as much as it triggers my fear-anger mode.
It is perfectly Russian, tragicomedy with the laugh spaced very far apart between the pointless destruction, the naked emperor, and murder of people born in the wrong spot on the planet this year.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.